got these real cute bar rock chickens here.
Yeah, I see it.
Got them nice long-legged Rhode Island red chickens.
Rhode Island red.
Alright, y'all, we back. Episode 2, Coyote Junction, dusty, rusty, desert situation. We moving away from this little oasis type fly living though. We gotta build some other type of stuff in this episode. Before we even get to that though, I gotta start out using that road builder mod y'all probably done seen 1,000 YouTube videos about. It is kind of dope though, I ain't gonna lie, man. It lets you build roads live in game and you can save them and just keep reusing them in your city. You don't gotta use no editor or nothing. I'm making like a little skinny 2-lane road with no parking so I can put it in my residential situation that I'm gonna tackle later on in this episode. So we just gonna go ahead and name this small 2-lane, and just that fast it's just available. We can just keep reusing it in our city. If you do make a lot of like custom roads, that's definitely one of the mods for you. So I'm gonna delete some of these roads that we don't need, because actually one thing that we do need is some education going on. Like, we definitely going broke every second, but we gotta at least get some type of educational infrastructure at least started.
What the fuck you wanna go to school for? What you wanna be? An astronaut? A dentist? A pay lawyer, nigga?
So we got the high school and the elementary school right here. I also put down a little football field decal. I wanted to put the fully functional football field, but it's way too big for this little micro campus that we going for. I'm gonna lay out some of these little 2-lane alley roads. Put me a little roundabout right here at the entrance to the school to make it feel a little fancy. Outside the school, we gonna have like a little kind of upper crust neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about? Peloton bike in the house type neighborhood. But they keep that subscription paid, man. They ain't playing. And that's just actually a side mission for today's episode, man. The main quest is to build those low bottom neighborhoods, some convincing low bottom neighborhoods though. Like, I always tell people, like, when I build the kind of fancier stuff, that's me using my imagination. It's super easy to call out what ain't real about that, because that ain't where I be at. But when we build in the hood, man, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to do nothing but build outside. I ain't got to do nothing but build my auntie and them house, my cousin them house. So that's basically what we building today. This is the my cousin them house edition of City Skylines 2. Right now, I'm using this grass surface to kind of break up that desert landscape, also to trim out that football field, because we had to have that. This ain't like a gridiron gang where they playing on dirt, man. They got a nice field at this school. I'm also using some of the like stadium stand sports props to kind of complete this. As y'all can see, I made this a little bit too micro, so we gonna actually go in and delete one of those alley roads, and we gonna kind of move all this back just so we can make a little room. Now it's still gonna be a lot more compact than it would be in real life, but it's not real life, man. It's City Skylines 2. We just having fun. So I'm gonna paint in a little bit of this agricultural surface just to break up even that grass even more, add a little bit more texture, and we're gonna throw all types of rocks and bushes, dead grass and stuff around that. You'll also see me all over this city using some of those palms, but I'm using them in their sapling state. I'm using that tree controller mod. Y'all need to tap in with the tree controller mod. I'm using them in the sapling state, so they kind of look like them bushes you be seeing in Cali and Florida. I think this is the tall version right here that you seeing me put down, but then you'll see me go to the little sapling version right there. I clicked it. Now they look like some little Jungle Book type bushes. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. We're gonna sprinkle those around just to break up those regular bushes that I'm kind of using. I definitely have like a little bush and tree palette that we gonna repeat over and over in this city, and I'm trying to get it together. On the back side of the school campus, I'm definitely gonna have like a real fence. We got to keep the diaper snipers out, man. Them, what they call them on YouTube now, PDF files. We got to keep them out of there. But I felt like let's go for a little bit of you know, natural desert type landscape to also break that up from the neighborhood that's gonna end up being behind that. I'm gonna line the football field with just a default kind of, I guess this is just a park type fence or a residential fence, and I'm gonna sprinkle around a couple of these taller I think these are like California type pines, and I still be using them oak trees too. I know these probably really don't grow in this area in the actual world, but they're so distinctive. I gotta use them here and there just to kind of break up the monotony of the pine. We don't got no cactuses yet. We don't really got that stuff in the workshop yet. So until I get stuff like that, you'll definitely see me use. I'll lean on them oaks every once in a while. I'm also going to drag around some of these tree planters. We'll actually replace those trees, but those are decals, and I'm going to sprinkle some of these tennis court props around just to make my tennis court feel just a little bit more realistic, man. Even though ain't nobody gonna be able to watch y'all. There's nowhere for nobody to watch, but y'all can still have fun playing. We're gonna replace some of these trees with the short palm joints right here on campus, and then on the perimeter, we're gonna hit it with some of them tall palms and some bushes just to kind of complete that landscape. After this, we're gonna start laying out some of our residential various domiciles. Now we got basically any one unit joint I could find, and we're not discriminating. We got Americans and Europeans.
Might not.
Now after I finish laying this out, I'm gonna lay down my little Peloton bike neighborhood, but I don't care nothing about them rich people houses, man. Let me talk to y'all. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all went crazy on that last episode, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. I was so hyped. I got a comment from Sully, cuz like, I had to call my mama, man. She don't know about no City Skylines, no Sully, but I called her like, hey, yo, I got a comment from Sully. Can't nobody tell me nothing, and just hung up the phone. She still don't know what that means. The point I'm trying to make is I appreciate y'all, man, and I appreciate y'all seeing my originality and seeing I'm not trying to be like a cookie cutter, man. Low key, y'all be indulging my shenanigans.
Start your day off right.
We dropouts. Where's you waking me up with a book bag? We don't got school, bitch. Me and you out of school.
It's the Big Ass Morning Show.
Okay, so the mainstream media isn't gonna report on this, but crime is out of control in the city, people, okay? Wake up! Last night after my Mesoamerican pottery class, a guy tried to rob me with a crossbow.
Well, now, Taylor, I've told you 1,000 times, if you come on down by the house, I can give you something you can protect yourself
No,
with.
I'm not gonna carry one of your guns, Waffles, no.
Well, maybe next time you get robbed, you and the guy can sit down for a nice kumbaya, okay?
Hey, don't belittle me with African slang, Waffles, that's racist.
You know what? Your hair is racist, and it smells like earring backs.
Hey!
It's the Big Ass Morning Show.
So y'all can see I kind of use those corner pieces. They're like corner piece row houses that you can download from the PDX mods pack to kind of make me a little enclosed neighborhood. This is kind of right here near the highway exit. So I wanted to kind of close all this off with the park and the parking right there. We're going to get creative with the prop usage. You can see me using some fire escapes as like balconies. And you'll also see me use some wooden trash cans as like tree planters. They just sunk down in the ground. We working with what we got right now. That's the name of the game. So I'm gonna put like a little park right here at the end of the street. Not like a park people can play in, but just a little dead landscape with some sand and some bushes. I don't like putting stuff on every single corner. It creates unnecessary traffic. So we can drop down to that street view for a second. We got the seagulls happy, so I'm happy, man. Right now we back in my Peloton bike neighborhood, and I felt like it was a little opportunity for us to make a really, really micro cul-de-sac using just, you know, a roundabout, and we're gonna kind of finesse the houses into that cul-de-sac formation. You know what I'm talking about? Now I'm gonna change the colors on this purple joint because that's terrible, and the one next to it, I don't like that at all. So we're gonna swap that out for this Johnny Tapia Bad Boys 2 drug dealer Hacienda. And now I kind of feel like my neighborhood is looking how I want it to look. I'm gonna use the grass surface, but I'm gonna keep the shape super organic because I'm gonna line it with some oaks that are sunk down in the ground. I'm kind of using them as like prop vegetation from City Skylines 1. We don't really got that yet. So I'm gonna sink these down, and they just kind of create this natural border. We'll line that with a few bushes and some of them short palm bushes I was talking about. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't spend a lot of time on this upper crust neighborhood because I don't spend a lot of time in upper crust neighborhoods, man. Now, this right here, I'm just building this stuff off kind of what I think it look like. I don't know. You know, they ain't letting what I got to be over there for. But y'all will see me shine when we get over there in the hood. When we get in the hood, I'm gonna go crazy. Right now, I ain't gonna do nothing but lay down a little path and some rocks, a patio. Gonna throw down a grill or two, But I don't know. And we're not gonna lie, this is like a little tiny spot, so we can't go but so rich people house crazy. Like I can't make no crazy over the top pools or nothing. But for where this is in the city anyway, it kind of matches. Now over here by the highway, I wanted to go ahead and connect up that path that we laid down. This right next to our train track. I laid that down in the first episode. Still appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all went crazy on that one, man. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. My numbers is not like that, cuz. So it's easy to tell when something do something. And y'all been really looking out for the cookout lately, man. I appreciate y'all. So the first thing we're gonna do in this low bottom neighborhood, if you following along, is you gotta delete all them yards and some of these driveways and stuff. Ain't about no driveway in the hood like that, man. It'd be like grass, but in this situation, it's desert. So I'm just gonna do what is around me, but the desert version. I'm gonna build a hood that's outside, but the desert version. So we're gonna knock all this lawn grass and them lamps and stuff off. And I keep bouncing back to this highway because this is kind of the cutoff from this and the rest of whatever we gonna build. So I definitely wanted to take my time and make the edge of this feel really like a definitive stopping point. Behind the back of these houses, I laid down a whole bunch of fence props, but I think I got them like reversed. So I'm kind of undoing that because I want them slats on the alleyway side, man. You'll see. We'll get to that a little bit later on. Right now, we need to kind of deal with the actual texture of the land, because the thing that's gonna give it that down bad look is the distress on the actual land itself. These is people that ain't really doing no upkeep. You ain't got time to be worrying about your lawn when your lights finna get cut off. You know what I'm talking about? So we gonna definitely have like these jagged, broken driveways. You'll see me do another one right here at the tool shed. This kind of remind me of my grandma and them house, because it's like we know it's a driveway under there somewhere. It was definitely probably looking like a driveway in 72, but right now it's just like a little bit of grass and some slabs. That's been gone. In the front yard, you'll see me using some of these chain link joints. Now I know they got barbed wire at the top. We don't really have no good chain link fence available right now. So I'm going to use these and I'm going to sink them down in the ground. And from a distance, if you squint, you can't even see that barbed wire. Now, the last thing I wanted to do is lay some of these abandoned boards. Like it's like abandoned boards that you put on windows and stuff. We're going to use that and some little steel prop pieces to kind of make the fence just look way more varied. I know some of y'all was probably worried, like, man, that fence way too clean. Man, I got you, bro. Trust me on that, man. We're gonna break up some more of that cement for this backyard. Little extra piece right there. We'll put some decals and stuff to kind of even make it look more sunk in later on. But right now, we just handling that fence work, man. That took the longest part of it, man, but that's what's gonna make each yard look like it's complete and look like it's kind of got some individuality to it. I'm gonna sprinkle out some of my dead grass. Y'all seen me pull this trick in the first episode. Ain't nothing new with that, man. That's that Shang Tsung right there. That's gonna be kind of the foundation for our backyards, and I'm gonna sprinkle out some of these bushes and do the same thing. We'll have some palm joints like here and there, but we got to start with that foundation of that good thick overgrowth to balance out the dryness. So we also gonna use some of these clothesline props. I got some decals to kind of make like a foundation, but I'm gonna swap one of those out with like a puddle, because some of that water done collected. It's mosquitoes right there. We're gonna put some of these, what is it, a satellite prop, and definitely some of these full trash props. We're gonna throw those everywhere. I'm also gonna use some of those leakage stains to kind of make the houses look a little bit more dingy, man. So like I said, it's all just, it's like doing a painting, man. You gotta do a little bit, you gotta step back, you gotta look at it. Hey, not to get off track, but by the way, why do these industrial trucks be pulling up to my residential houses? Somebody tell me in the comments, please.
The only thing out this far is scorpions and dusty hookers.
Ain't nobody want to see that stink box. Get your ass gone.
K104, The Edge.
Hey, you ready to try this one more time?
Yeah, I think I got it this time, but can you do like that little intro thingy for me?
I think I can handle it. All right, so the year was 2004, and a young man set off on an epic quest through the back alleys of his grandma's trailer park.
Man, you're really good at that.
Well, yes, it's a gift.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's only me and I walk alone. this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge, and where I walk alone. Read between the lines what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs and know I'm still alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, my shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone.
We almost done, man, but look, right here at the end of this cul-de-sac, right? See, these people, they got a little bit more land than everybody else. So you know what they done did? They done turned their backyard into like a little chicken coop area.
Now, y'all ain't planning on f***ing these chickens, are you?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use some of these doghouse props. We're gonna recolor them with that recolor mod. Y'all need to tap in with that PDX mods, man. They not playing. Y'all need to stop second guessing yourself. Go ahead, tap in, get you some of these mods, man. Y'all can make it look like Kool-Aid. So we're gonna stack these dog houses on top of each other. It's gonna take us a while, so I'm gonna speed this all the way up. We're not gonna just sit here and watch me do that. But we definitely gotta recolor all these houses so they kind of look more coopish. I don't know, man. They gotta look more like some coops, and we don't have no way for them chickens to get to the top row. Now I understand that, man. Y'all don't gotta roast me in the comments. I know we don't really got a prop for that. I wanted to put a seesaw right there. It just didn't look right. So them chickens gonna have to get they hop on, man. It is what it is. Hopefully they been eating good, but they gonna have to believe in themselves so they can get to that top row of houses. By the way, let me know in the comments. You might be out here getting that chicken money at your house. Is this enough coops for me to get chicken money? Am I just gonna take a loss right here? How many more coops do I need to get me a chicken check? Y'all let me know in the comments right now, man, because I really don't know how this industry works, but somebody out there definitely getting them chicken checks. So we gonna sink some of these junk props down into the ground just to give them a little bit more of a varied look. We probably could have went in and recolored them too, but I ain't think to do that while I'm thinking of that right now while I'm doing the voiceover, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We're gonna kill a little bit more of this grass, sprinkle around some of these barrels. Y'all know, like them last, oh yeah, the chicken spawners, man. We got to put the chicken spawners in so you can actually see the chickens coming out. And I ain't gonna lie, them chickens is moving a little weird, man. That's them Dayclone Tyrone chickens right there, man. I don't know if I want none of those. Right here in the backyard, though, we gonna use a barrel fire and like a fire pit to kind of make us just a little sitting area, man. Y'all know how folk be, man. They just sit around, drink some natural ice, and complain about the government. In the front yard, I wanted to put one of these muscle cars, and I think I'm gonna throw down like a little motorcycle prop with the tire marks made by Sully. And no, that's not a shameless plug. He just happens to be making the stuff that makes the city look dope. So, like I said, y'all, I'm loving the PDX mods, man. It's so much more intuitive. Is that the right word? I don't know. I want to sound fancy, y'all. It's so much more intuitive. I like how that sounds.
You're a dummy, bitch.
trying to do stuff off the workshop, man. Stuff used to be out of date. Stuff get deleted. You don't even know. You got to start your game 10 times to figure out what's wrong. They are doing a lot to eliminate that. So y'all need to embrace that new wave, man. So now right here across the train tracks, I wanted to make a little footbridge that leads to, you know, this ain't just gonna be one street. We had to make a whole nother street that's kind of got these types of houses too. Now the houses will get a little bit progressively nicer as we get away from this train track, but I just wanted to go in right here. Speaking of going in, we're gonna put some of this graffiti right here. This is like a perfect spot. I was looking at this like, yo, if we move these rocks, we could probably put some of this leakage right here. Even it ain't perfect, but look how the lizard look like it's sitting on the rock. That's dope, right? Now, if you saw my TikTok this week, you saw me build this little trap house right here, man. But in the back, I was struggling with what to do with this space. Now, I came up with so many fancy pants ideas where I felt like I was just doing stuff because I could do it, but it really wasn't being honest to the neighborhood. Like, you know, we got to be honest. Now, I hope this don't get me demonetized or nothing, but it's some trapping going on in this neighborhood, man. It's some hoeing going on in this neighborhood. It's some scamming going on in this neighborhood. They not finna let you have no community garden behind their house because it's gonna be too many people out there, organizations and whatnot snooping around. They not finna allow that. So I just had to turn this space into just like a little disused, I don't know, like a monitoring station or something that had some gauges and switches and meters inside. Whatever it is, it don't do that. No, it's probably a body inside there. They need to get the police out here and check this. But we're going to hit it with some graffiti and a few sand decals. That brings this episode to a close, man. It really wasn't that long, was it? But we're gonna keep it going, man. I promise. If this is your first episode, man, I'll be so gassed to see, like, yo, this is my first time. I found you in the recommended. I seen you in such and such. I found you on such and such. I ain't gonna hold y'all. That's dope right there. But either way, man, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna try to turn these around a little quicker, but I kind of got myself into a little situation. I'm having to do 2 series now, but we gonna figure it out, y'all. I'm Kool-Aid. This is Coyote Junction.
Now hit the like, comment, subscribe. Don't be a hater with a voltage regulator. Just like, comment, and subscribe. It's